Hey everybody, Madeline Parker here to talk about today's astrology with a specific look at the planet Venus, which is today moving from the energy of Aquarius, which is very metallic and somewhat detached, into the emotional, watery, romantic energy of Pisces. Venus is in its exaltation in the sign of Pisces. What does that mean? Well, it means that the planet has a particularly powerful effect. When a planet is in debilitation, it has a negative effect in our lives, or it is a weaker. It doesn't it doesn't bless us with the benefits of that planet. Can bless, or we can experience more challenging aspects of that planet. So when Venus is in its exalted sign of Pisces, we are experiencing higher love of all things, or a higher degree of pleasure involved in Venus, because Venus is actually a material sign. It really is, it's about enjoying the material realm and the physical. It's ruled by it rules Taurus and rules Libra. Libra is about romance, relationships. It's also very mental. It's an air energy, which is a yang energy, which is the male energy of Venus, and then you have the female energy of Venus, which is Taurus, which is Earth, which is the material. So then you're going to put in and add the energy of Jupiter, Pisces, which is the ethereal, which is bringing in a third element or a third quality to the experience, which is more soulful, more because Venus thinks all it's not fulfilled in just the material pleasures. It becomes more fulfilled when that's there, and then there's the spiritual element involved, or shall we say the ethereal, or something that resonates from the internal, a connection. So Venus in the sign of Pisces is very strong and is effective and causes results in our lives. And like I said, it's a planet of love, beauty, harmony, pleasure, and money. So we're looking at all of that sort of showing up more in our lives. Okay, so that's why it's considered exalted in the sign of Pisces. So it's the things showing up in our lives that give us greater pleasure because it fulfills us and it's soulful, not just material. But that is always going to be an aspect of it as well. So now let's see. So this is the minute. I always like to look when the transit happens at the exact minute that it goes 000, where we are right here. Oh, wait a minute. That is not the case. Somehow I got distracted and moved it. Let me get back to that super quick. So at 0 degrees, we can get close to it there, Venus. At 0 degrees, Venus is the beginning. It's the initiation of this transit, which is going to tell us what's going to happen here in this Venus transit ahead. It gives us a good indicator. Whatever is going on at that minute that the planet moves into that sign is when it gives us the story of this transit of the time. And it's about a 3 week, 3.5 to 3 week. I don't know if it goes retrograde in Venus. I don't think it does. And that would be great because that would be longer time in its exalted. But anyway, so there it is, Venus. Now, what's happening to the ruling planet, which is Jupiter? It's squaring Saturn in Pisces. Wow, Venus is going to make contact here with Neptune and Saturn. This is a tougher energy, but this is amazing and beautiful and very romantic. This is a romantic energy, by the way, because Mars is going to go into Cancer too. So this is Yang energy being very connected, and internally it's in retrograde and water. I mean, wow, that's really going deep within and feeling very feeling energy. And then we've got this Venus transit where it's going to be loud. In fact, I was out last night walking, and Venus looked so loud in the sky. It was so bright. I couldn't believe it. And it's ruled by Jupiter. So let's look at that, which is squaring Saturn, which is interesting. So there is a blockage of still some sort, preparing perhaps Venus moving into Cancer further down this line here, but also perhaps Jupiter moving into Cancer too. I wonder if Jupiter and Cancer, if Venus don't meet in Cancer further down the line here, which I'm going to look at. But anyway, point being that Venus right now is not really making any kind of an aspect other than that it's connecting with the moon. Yep, that is actually quite interesting because we're going to have the moon there on Venus here in a day. or today. Actually, it looks like Venus is going to connect with the moon today. Um, and so let's do that. Let's look at that. So that's going to be an even louder because Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. The moon is a really good energy for Jupiter. Jupiter loves the moon. So this is a week of some sort of progression in all things Venus. Let me say that again. Venus is a planet of love, beauty, harmony, pleasure, and money. So it's like the arts is Venus, creativity, of course, Neptune, ruled by Neptune, Pisces, very artistic, very musical, very dreamy energies when the moon is there. Um, and so basically what we see is this mystic rectangle happening with the nodes and Mars, which is really interesting because that is some sort of the door opening with some sort of a door open, which really brings in this higher energy that that we can channel and gain because it's in that retrograde Mars at 0 degrees. Wow, that's like new beginnings coming in downloads, ideas. Um, Interesting time, guys. Very interesting time with the nodes in that shifting our destiny. So Venus is coming in here right now to bless us in all these areas and then connect us again. All these energies with Mars retrograde, it's about connecting with our soul, what we truly desire. And then when Mars goes into Cancer, we're going to be connecting with our emotional, our heart, our we just did heart in Leo, but we're really more into the intuitive and emotional and emotions are very, very guiding energies. If we're out of alignment with something, we can usually feel it emotionally. So the emotional retrograde Mars is taking action from an internally influenced emotional way, but also it can be volatile. You can't just outbursts happen with Mars retrograde Cancer, emotional, watch out. So anyway, it's positive energy, of course, on the whole, but can be slipping out of unresolved things. That's why you want to let stuff out. You don't want to hold things in because they can come out. So during that Mars retrograde in Cancer, stuff's coming out. So yes, beautiful energies for this week with this. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about Mars moving in. Let's see, does Mars move into Cancer? When does Mars move into Cancer? January 6th, that's next week, Monday. Oh, wow. I was saying it was all happening this week, but it's very close, so that's okay. Um, Here we are now. So yeah, I mean, we're at 0 degrees Mars here. So we're about to shift right here into this next energy of this emotional with all these planets in Pisces. I mean, look at that. That's going to be, and that's actually making a very positive aspect. I'm going to talk about this soon with Mercury making that square to it all, which we'll look at too, because that's going to be very interesting. Wow, this is so fascinating to watch. I hope you all enjoyed this, and thanks for watching. And do feel free to leave comments and ask questions if did not make sense, because I really just let myself I'm very much a channel. I channel. And even if I spend a whole class in with my Vedic teacher, then when I look at the chart, I gets taken over. So this is the way it's supposed to be. Pisces with these energies in Pisces, there's the spirit will or our higher soul's will is taking over right now. No doubt about it in choices in love, where we want to work, where we want to live. We're restructuring our lives around this. So, all right, everybody, have a wonderful week. Namaste.